Now, let's go to Washington state, where polls show Democrat Patty Murray leading Republican Tiffany Smiley by less than 9 points in the Senate race there. Jason Rantz joins me. Could a Republican win in Washington state?
Yes, this Republican, Tiffany Smiley, can win. Understand, she gained nearly 10 points since July, whereas Murray lost 3. But the real story here is the gain amongst the independents. Smiley leads right now 50% to 34%, when back in July it was 50-50. Now, this is why it's important. For Republicans to win a statewide office here in Washington state, you got to get about 40% of King County. That's where Seattle is located. Otherwise, you have to really overperform everywhere else in the state. The threat is Seattle, right? But if you are bringing in all of those independents everywhere else, you can afford to lose a little bit of ground in Seattle. And unfortunately, the reality is abortion is considered to be the #1 issue here in Washington state for some reason. Again, it's not a threat in Washington. It's not going anywhere in Washington. But Democrats have really pushed that amongst the liberals in Seattle, and that's getting out the vote on their side.
Okay.
And that's where the potential threat is. So Tiffany just has to step up everywhere else.
I want to get this one in. In Seattle, the number of overdose deaths from methamphetamine has gone from 98 per year to 365 per year over the last 5 years. 318 already this year. All right, Jason, what's Seattle doing to fix this?
Well, they're not reversing their drug policy that legalized it, which is why we have this issue. Instead, they're pushing something called contingency management, which in this case is just a fancy phrase for saying we're bribing addicts with gift cards. The way the program will work is 12 weeks. You come in, you meet with a clinician 2 times a week if you're an addict, and you have to submit a urine test. Every time you have a urine test that comes up clean, you get a gift card. If you skip any meetings, if you are positive for drug use, your gift card's value goes back down to the lowest level. At most, you can make $300 at the end of this. That anyone thinks that this is a plan that will realistically stop meth addicts, they're not looking at the data. There's lots of research, actually, in contingency management, and it can work. Not like this. The data suggests that people generally, if it does work, it's because they're low-level addicts. They're not addicts to the point where they're living out on the streets, which is a problem here.
What a mess. No easy answer. Jason, thanks for joining us. We'll see you later. All right, it's that.